Hey, sis, when are you coming to pick up Timmy? I was only looking after him today, right?
Sorry, Johnny. About Timmy. I can't pick him up today.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean just that. I can't come and pick him up today.
You mean you want him to stay here tonight too? I have work tomorrow. I was happy to have him until today, but I do have my own responsibilities to take care of, you know. He can't stay here another night.
Figure something else out then. In any case, I don't want him anymore.
Huh? You don't want him anymore? Wait, let me get this straight. You're saying you don't want Timmy anymore?
That's right.
But he's your son! What are you talking about? Is this some kind of joke?
I finally realized that kids are nothing more than a nuisance and serve no purpose other than to annoy me and get in my way. It's not like his dad's around to help me. Why should I have to do everything all on my own? I can't. And I won't.
Wait, what? None of what you're saying is making any sense, Nora. You're the one who decided to raise him on your own in the first place. Me and Mom still don't know a single thing about who the dad is. Anyway, whether we know who the dad is or not, whether you're a single mother or not, how's it fair to change your mind like this now?
Sure, I might have said that. But I changed my mind after actually trying it out and realizing what a pain in the ass kids really are. I'm not cut out for this. Nope. Nuh-uh. I'm sick and tired of it already.
But you've been working so hard. Don't say things like that. He only just turned 5. He needs you. You're his mom, and he needs you, Nora. What's he going to do without you?
He'll be fine. The fact of the matter is, I don't need him, and it's as simple as that. I have no freedom with a little twerp to look after. I might not physically be in prison, but I'll be a prisoner for as long as he's around. What's worse, no hot guys are gonna be interested in me when they find out I've got a brat. I'll never be happy as long as Timmy's around.
I know raising a child is tough, Nora, but don't you think this is going too far? What you're saying is cruel and selfish. Timmy hasn't done anything wrong, and he doesn't deserve this. Can we meet up? I want to talk to you properly. Maybe Mom and Dad will offer you some support when they realize how much you're struggling.
They'll obviously just get angry and shout at me like always. Why would I want to talk to them? No way.
Nora, I'm begging you, please, don't abandon your son like this.
Johnny, do you want me to be unhappy?
Feelings come and go. One day you're on cloud 9, the next you're down in the dumps. Isn't that just how life goes? No one can avoid feeling like crap sometimes. Rich or poor, parent or not. Besides, happiness is a matter of perspective. Sure, you might be feeling all down and hopeless about the future right now. But you're still his mom, and that means you have a responsibility to him.
I gotta say, I'm really disappointed in you, Johnny. I thought you of all people would be on my side on this one.
It's not about taking sides, Nora. I'm just thinking about what's best for that little boy. Sure, I've always had your back until now, and it's not that I don't want to be there to support you. It's just, this is different. Surely you realize how serious this is. I think you're making a huge mistake. Please, won't you take some time to reconsider?
Oh, it looks like boarding's about to start. Sorry, I have a plane to catch. I'll put his insurance papers, birth certificate, and other important documents in your postbox. I don't know if you'll know what to do with them all, but you can just shove them in your chest of drawers for the time being. I'm sure you'll figure it out when the time comes.
You're about to get on a plane? Is this a joke? Are you actually dumping your son on me? Could you at least tell me where you are? Where you're going?
If I told you, you might try and bring me back. So I'm going to keep that one quiet if you don't mind. The bottom line is, I'm sick of Timmy and I want out. I'm done being a mother. I hereby hand in my letter of resignation. See ya, sleepless nights, stress and no social life, and hello, freedom! Woohoo! Good luck!
What? Just you wait 1 second. Will you come home? Are you at least going to stay in touch? Nora! Reply to me, damn it!
Hey, Johnny, it's been a while.
Wait, is that Nora?
Yep. Sorry I didn't get back to your messages all this time.
You blocked us all, didn't you?
I had no choice. My hands were full. I have my own life to live, you know.
So you had your whole family blocked for 3 years, so you think you could just brush it off with, I had no choice? Do you have any idea how hard things were for us because of what you did?
I'm not kidding, Johnny. I really didn't have a choice. I was at my breaking point. Anyway, how's Timmy doing? Is he well? No way. Please tell me you didn't put him in a foster home.
Like hell we do that. He lives with Mom and Dad now.
Huh? Mom and Dad? Not with you?
He did live at my place for a little while. But Mom and Dad said they thought their place was a better environment for a kid to grow up in and offered to take him. It's bigger, there are more people there, plus there's a dog for him to play with, so it was an easy decision. Plus, work was hectic for me because I had to do constant overtime. There were some days where I got off later than even the extended hour daycares were willing to have him. So needless to say, it was a stressful period for all of us. Now we all live together at Mom and Dad's place.
I guess I can't say I'm surprised. Mom and Dad always were especially fond of you. You must be joking. They were always cold as ice with me.
That was only because you hid the pregnancy from them. The only time you ever spoke to them was when you wanted money. How did you expect them to react when you were treating them like your personal ATM? Even I have to admit, you said some pretty horrible things to them back then.
I had my reasons.
Maybe so, but you should have discussed those reasons with your family instead of putting up an potential brick wall around yourself and refusing to engage in any kind of meaningful communication with us. Anyway, does any of this really matter now? Why did you message me? Surely there's a reason for you messaging me out the blue like this.
Listen, Johnny. The thing is, I want Timmy back.
Wow, are you serious?
Of course I am. Why wouldn't I be? Is there something wrong with wanting to be with my own son? It is my right as a mother.
I'm pleased to hear you're safe, Nora. We were all worried when you disappeared from the face of the earth like that. But there's no denying it. We can't trust you anymore. You lost your right to be a mother when you dumped your son on me and pulled the Vanishing Act. You abandoned him, and nothing you say will change that. Do you really think we can forgive you? Do you really think we can pretend it didn't happen? Can you at least tell me you know what you did was horrible?
Yes, it was. I know that. But Timmy is still my son. It wasn't easy for me, you know? We might have been apart, but not a day went by where I didn't think of him.
Even still, 3 years is a long time.
Timmy hasn't forgotten me, has he?
No, he remembers. But I don't get the impression he misses you an awful lot or feels sad about you not being around. He didn't really understand what was going on back then, you know? You're nothing but a distant memory to him now. His memories of the years he spent with us are a lot stronger.
I see. Whatever, I'm taking him back.
No, Nora, you're not. You need to discuss this with Mom and Dad first. You don't get to just show up barking orders at us after dumping your son on us and disappearing for 3 years.
There's nothing to discuss. He's 8 years old.
So?
I just arrived at Mom and Dad's neighborhood. I'll be at the house soon. Listen for a knock at the door.
No, Nora, just wait. We won't let you abduct Timmy. You need to talk it through with Mom and Dad first. We can make a decision as a family after that.
God, you're annoying. Button it already. It's up to me what I do with my own son. You will give him back. I don't need permission from you or from Mom and Dad. I'm a free agent, and that boy is my son.
Hey, Timmy. How's it going, little man?
I'm good, Uncle Johnny. Are you okay?
I'm good, thanks. Things have been a little lonely around here without you around. We miss you, champ.
I miss you guys too.
I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to deal with this upheaval due to us dumb adults and our dumb adult problems.
But if I don't live with my mommy, some important men in suits will be angry with me. Mommy said it's the law for me to be with her. Is that right?
Right. I guess she is your legal guardian. But I want you to know you're still welcome here anytime. It's a long way, but don't sweat it, 'cause your Uncle Johnny will come over in the car and have you over here in a jiffy. It's summer break soon. So don't be a stranger, okay? We could get to pull out in the yard and have a huge water fight. How does that sound?
Really? I love water fights! I wanna come! I wanna!
That's great, Timmy. Like I said, you're welcome here anytime. So how's life with your mom going? Is everything okay?
No! Uncle Johnny, do you know which weeds in our garden I can eat?
Huh? Weeds? Where did that come from?
When I said I was hungry, Mommy told me to go outside and find some weeds to eat. She said she doesn't have as much money as my friends' mommies, so I have to find my own food.
What the? You mean your mom's not even feeding you?
She did cook my meals at first. All sorts of stuff. But she doesn't cook me anything these days. She says I don't need to eat at home 'cause I have my school meals.
You have to be joking me.
I'm not joking, Uncle Johnny. It's true.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, I can't believe your mom would do this to you. What's she doing right now?
I don't know. She didn't come home yet.
She didn't come home? How long has she been out?
She left the other day while I was at school. So,
Friday?
I think so.
So what did you have to eat yesterday?
I brought home the baguette from my school dinner.
Is that it?
Yep.
Oh my God, Timmy. I'm so sorry. Me and your grandparents have been fools. We should have never let this happen.
Huh? Fools? Why?
We shouldn't have let my sister take you back. We should have known she wouldn't change. We should have stopped her. I'm so sorry. This should never have happened.
What's going on, Uncle Johnny?
We made a huge mistake. We made an enormous decision on your behalf without even asking how you felt about the whole thing. Your feelings should have been our highest priority, but we let her get her way. Gah!
What's a priority?
Oh, I'm sorry, Timmy. You're such a sharp kid. I forget you're only 8 sometimes. Listen, did you like living with me and your grandparents?
I loved it! You're all super fun to play with, and everyone's always kind to me. Grandma's cooking is amazing. And I always get to watch my favorite TV shows. You guys are the best!
What would you say if I told you you could come back and live with us?
You mean it? Can I really?
Of course you can. To tell you the truth, we never wanted you to leave in the first place.
Really? My mom told me you guys didn't want to live with me anymore. She said you didn't like me.
No way. She said that? Is that why you stopped messaging us after you left with her?
Yeah.
It's not true, Timmy. We all love you very much. What do you want to do? If you want to stay with your mom, that's fine. But we want you to know you're welcome to live with us. This is your home too. So if you want to come back, just say the word.
Okay, I want to live with you guys again. I want to come home.
God, I'm coming to get you. You're coming home, Timmy. We'll never let your mom take you again.
Johnny, do you have a minute?
What is it?
I'm about to tell you something, and I want you to hear me out without getting mad. Timmy's missing.
Since when?
He's definitely been gone since at least yesterday.
At least yesterday? Don't you even know when he disappeared?
Listen, Johnny, to tell you the truth, I've been crazy busy lately. And I haven't been able to spend as much time with Timmy as I would have liked to. I crashed on the sofa and fell asleep as soon as I got home from work yesterday. I was up in the morning before him, and I made him breakfast like usual.
If you made him his breakfast, surely you should know when he went missing?
Well, when I say I made him breakfast, I mean, I bought him a sandwich and some potato chips from the store and left them on the table for him when he woke up.
Wow, you never cease to amaze me.
Don't judge me, Johnny. I'm doing my damn best here. Do you know how hard being a single mother is? What's the problem with buying him breakfast from the store? I don't have time to cook all the time.
That's not why I'm dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded because your son disappeared ages ago and you only just realized.
Ages ago? Wait a sec. I knew it. He's there with you, isn't he?
Yes, he's been here since last week. What the hell are you playing at? This means you've been gone from the house an entire week and plan to leave your son there all on his own the whole time. Who does this? You're supposed to be his mom. This is neglect.
Jeez, Johnny, don't be so dramatic. Neglect my ass. He's perfectly capable of looking after himself for a little while. He's a bright kid, you know? Besides, I just got home, didn't I? He just happened to be gone when I got back, that's all.
Whether he's a bright kid or not, you left an 8-year-old on his own for an entire week. That's neglect no matter how you look at it. As if that's not bad enough. You tried to make him eat weeds from the garden, didn't you? What's wrong with you? You're seriously messed up.
I never said that. Do you have any evidence?
Sure, maybe I can't prove it.
I know you can't, because that little brat is just lying about me like usual. How dare you take my son from my house without permission? I'm his mom and legal guardian. You had no right to do what you did. If I went to the police with this, I could have all 3 of you arrested. Hurry up and give him back, now!
Go ahead, call the cops. Nothing you say or do could possibly make us hand Timmy back over to you. You're a danger to him.
Are you being serious, Johnny? Are we really gonna do this?
I've never been more serious about anything in my life. We'll fight you to the ends of the earth for custody rights if we have to. Even if you did get the cops involved, we wouldn't be the ones getting arrested.
Huh?
We spoke to child services as soon as we took him into our care. We explained the situation, and they told us that as long as we could prove everything, the court would find us to have been well within our rights to do what we did. And the only one allowed to be arrested is you, for child neglect.
What? You spoke to child services? Are you lying to try and scare me? Who the hell do you think you are, taking my son from me like this?
You tell me! Who the hell do you think you are? You disgusting, selfish failure of a mother! You suddenly dumped your son on us one day, declaring that you don't want him anymore. Then, You randomly show up at our house out of the blue a few years later and tell us you're taking him back. Practically taking him by force. Oh yeah, and we know, Nora. We know the only reason you wanted him back was for money.
Money? Don't be ridiculous. You think there's money to be had in being a single mother? Sure, I might get a few government handouts, but it hardly amounts to enough to go out of my way for... Use your brain, moron! If it wasn't about the money, I would have never let you have him in the first place.
It was never about government handouts. It was so you could get money for his dad. Timmy told me he finally met him. His name's Denzel. Now I know why you were so secretive when it came to anything to do with him. Because he's a male stricker. The reason you went missing after you took Timmy 3 years ago is because you were desperately searching for him after he pulled the fantasy act on you both in the middle of the night.
What the hell is this delusional nonsense? I feel like I'm reading a plot for a horror movie. The kid needs psychiatric help if he really told you that crap.
Timmy's dad gave him a business card when they met so he'd have a way of contacting him in case anything happened. He told him to give him a call immediately if he was ever in trouble. I gave him a call. He told me everything. You threatened him, didn't you? You threatened to put up a big signboard outside the club he works at telling everyone he got one of the customers pregnant. You said if he wouldn't take you back, you phoned his boss to tell him he hit you. As if that wasn't enough, you threatened to hurt Timmy. You tried blackmailing him into taking you back by threatening your own son.
God damn it, Johnny! Who the heck do you think you are calling my ex like that? Is ruining my life a hobby of yours?
I don't know, Nora. Is ruining Timmy's yours? You fell for Denzel the Sugar a few weeks after graduating college. But you were so worried he was going to leave you. You intentionally got pregnant by pricking a hole in the condom so you feel pressure into marrying you. That's why you kept him a secret from me and our parents all this time, isn't it?
I really liked him, Johnny!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to make any excuses for a guy who ran out on his own kid. He's just as bad in his own way. But to use a child to try to trap someone into marry you is another level of twisted.
I had no choice! I have no savings of my own, and he was constantly getting attention from all the other girls at the club. Timmy was my only chance of keeping hold of him. But he disappeared on us. Ugh, God damn him! What's the problem with taking money from a man like that? I even hesitate to use the word man, because he's nothing more than a weasel.
He acknowledged Timmy as his son. He even agreed to pay child support. You should be more than happy with that.
Like hell I'm settling for a few measly child support payments. He hurt me, and he will pay. You want to know what's even worse? He's the highest earning stripper at the club. So he could afford to give me way more if he wanted to. I mean, he drives a Lambo for crying out loud. How is that fair that I only get child support? I'll take that sniveling coward for everything he has.
He has nothing more to give to you. He knows that if he gave you an inch, you'd take a mile. You wouldn't stop until he was homeless, because that's the kind of person you are. I can't say I don't understand where he's coming from. He said if you want to put up your signboard and get him fired, then go ahead. He said he'll be happy as long as Timmy can live comfortably. He may have done wrong, but I think he knows that and wants to make up for it in his own way. You, on the other hand, haven't changed at all since you gave birth to Timmy. If anything, you're getting worse. Don't you feel any shame for using your own son as a tool to get what you want?
Wait. What about me? What am I supposed to do now?
What you do isn't my problem, but Timmy will be living here with us from now on. I somehow got the impression that Denzel never wants to see you again for as long as he lives. He told me he only did as you said because you had Timmy and he was worried you might do something drastic.
Oh, this can't be happening. Oh my God! Do you have any idea how long I looked for him?
Believe me, he would have rather you didn't.
Oh, you can't do this! I'll have nothing left!
You would have never lost Timmy if you had just done your job as his mother and looked after him. You're the one who abandoned your whole family. Everyone who should have been important to you. Now it's your turn to be abandoned. Me, Mom and Dad, even your friends. We were all worried about you, and you betrayed us.
Give me my Timmy back now!
Timmy's never coming back. Child Services said you weren't fit to have custody of him when we told them what you did. You can fight it in court if you like, but you won't get very far. Denzel has all the chat logs. You don't have a leg to stand on. You'll probably get a phone call from Child Services soon.
I gave birth to that boy! I'm his mother! He's the symbol of mine and Denzel's love! Please, Johnny, I'm begging you! Don't do this! I'll raise him properly from now on! I swear!
The symbol of your love? There's no way anyone could believe you mean that after everything you've done. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. You might be going to jail soon.
What? Jail? Why?
You threatened to hurt Timmy if Denzel didn't give you money. Like I said, he has all the chat logs, and I can guarantee you there's more than enough to send you down. We have evidence of every last one of your threats, including the one to hurt Timmy.
I'll apologize. I want to apologize to everyone. Please, will you give me a chance? I'll never do anything like this again. I'll be the best mother in the world, the mother he deserves. I know it's taken me longer than it should have, but I realize the error of my ways now. Please, let me make up for it.
Your apologies are meaningless. It's too little too late. You might have not physically laid hands on Timmy, but you still hurt him. You used your own son as a tool to manipulate others into giving what you wanted. Timmy doesn't want you anymore. You're nothing but a nuisance to him. After that, Denzel, Timmy's dad, drove down to the police station and reported his ex-girlfriend's threats of violence against their son. Nora was subsequently arrested and taken away in the back of a cop car. She managed to dodge jail time instead of receiving a hefty fine because it was her first offense. Unfortunately for her, she was in mountains of debt and had already exhausted her options when it came to procuring fresh funds, and unable to pay the fine, she went to prison. I'll admit, I was a little disappointed when I heard she was getting off with a fine. So it was a great relief to hear she was going to prison for failing to pay the fine. Actions have consequences, and it was nice to see justice being done. Her sentence is short, but neither me nor my parents ever intend to have anything more to do with my sister for as long as we live. We most certainly won't be waiting outside the prison when she gets out. She burned her bridges when she betrayed us all. Even though we'll never see her again, I still hope she uses this whole regrettable experience as an opportunity to reflect on her behavior and become a better person. If she ever has kids again, I hope she learns from her mistakes with the first one and raises them with the love and care they deserve. When Timmy came back to live with us, my parents adopted him and took custody rights from my sister. Now, she'll never be able to take him from us again, and we sure as heck don't intend to let her anywhere near him. Some mistakes only need to be made once. We took sympathy on her the first time round when she abandoned him and disappeared. As disappointed her as we were, we chalked it down to the pressure of bringing Timmy up on her own finally getting too much and overwhelming her. As such, we didn't try and take custody, which meant that when she came back, she was able to snatch him from us as quickly as she dumped him. We were naive and careless, and he got hurt as a result. We'll stop at nothing to make sure that never happens again. Timmy was over the moon when he found out his grandparents would be adopting him as their son. He had a big beaming smile on his face for weeks afterwards. He calls me his big bro now too. He's such a sweet kid. We love having him with us, and every day is a riot with him around. But that doesn't change the fact that his own mother, the person he should have been able to rely on more than anyone in the world, abandoned him in the most callous way possible. Me and my parents are going to do everything in our power to make sure he never has to go through anything like that again. We're going to raise him with the love and affection that he deserves from here on out.